Do you know we have $700 billion in the reserves? Do you know by 2043 at the current rate of growth of the reserve is estimated to be more than $70 trillion? You know how many zeros are $70 trillion? And you're only looking at 2,000 old people? The whole problem is that we are getting too low a return on our CPF. Okay? And as if 4% was not low enough, now after unpacking the rate, it can be even lower than, the lowest is 2.5%. Now the extra 1%, much talked about. Do you know the extra 1% is not credited to your ordinary account? It is credited to your special account. What does that mean? You cannot use it for housing. You cannot use it for education, right? So when can you see the money? When you're 65 now. Because the special account will only come in when you're 65. Actually, it's much later because whatever money you already have at 65, you have to take this money first before you say you want to collect an extra 1%. So for many, you may never see the 1% at all. According to the CPF board, 1999 to 2007, under the new formula, the interest is 4.5%. According to the Ministry of Finance, last 30 years is 6.5%. According to the second Minister of Finance, he is now the Minister of Finance already, right? The last 30 years is 4.6%. How come all the figures are different? Because they all refer to different time periods. You see how within 1 week, 3 people from the same ministry can come up with 3 different figures, all for different periods. According to the Minister of Finance, had you kept your money, CPF, in a 50% equity and 50% bond, globally diversified portfolio, the return would have been 5.9% a year for the last 30 years. Very good, right? And so he went on to say, so we gave you 4% risk-free. It's very good already. But he forgot. You didn't give us 4%. Most of our money is not in the special account, it's in the ordinary account. You only gave us 2.5%. This means what? Time's up. Faster. Okay. Alex, what's the secret if you want to come up faster? You teach me later, okay? Faster means skip. All these recent 10-year government bond yields, they're all less than 3%. Okay. From 1st April, the first 20,000 of the OA and the first 20,000 SA can no longer be invested. So you say, what's the problem? Here's the problem. If the interest is 3.5%, by age 65, 40,000 will grow to 158,000. At 5% is 280,000. At 6% is 400,000. At 7% is 600,000. At 8% is 900,000. So don't belittle a mere 40,000 that you cannot invest anymore for the rest of your life. The difference can be 970,000 and 158,000. According to the CPF board, CPF investment scheme, after 11 years, 75% didn't beat the 2.5% ordinary account. But these are what we call the realized gain statistics. People who have bought investments and sold them. We don't have the unrealized gains. You must tell us the unrealized gains. Normally people lose money, then they sell, make money, they are keeping the investment. Lots of people are making money on CPF, but we don't know what are the statistics. Workfare supplement. Older people earn less than 1,500, they give you a supplement. Guess what? After 1 year, 106,000 self-employed dropped out of the scheme. You know why? If I'm really very poor, how can I make a cash contribution in order to get a workfare that entirely goes to my MediSave that I can only use when I need to go to hospital? I cannot even survive on what little cash I have. So the scheme is not working. GIC had returns of 8.2% for 25 years. Temasek had returns of 32% or 18% for the last 2 years. 2 MPs who mentioned in Parliament cheap CPF funds subsequently wrote to the Straits Times Forum to apologize for what they said. Remember earlier I told you, a person who is 25 35 years old, earning just 1450, already have 60,000 in his CPF. At 5%, at 65 you have 1.2 million. At 6% you have 1.6 million. I mean, if a man who's earning 1,005 below should have 1.2 or 1.6 million, why is the median 20,000? Where has all the money gone to? I'm going to... okay. You are getting a deferment bonus for those of you who have, your drawdown age has been delayed. Okay. Voluntary bonus. It was reported in the press 2 weeks ago that 75% of Singaporeans who were asked whether they like to defer their drawdown age took the deferment. It's very strange, right? If every study shows Singaporeans have this money when they retire, how come 3 out of 4 have so much money that they are willing to defer the retirement? Nobody knows, huh? Well, we have crunched the numbers for you. Every year you delay, you're getting about $4 more a month for 20 years. Skip. HDB's annual report used to show the number of flat owners that they give financial assistance to. The last report was 28,000 plus. This year report, this statistic has disappeared. Okay? Either all the people whom they give financial assistance don't need financial assistance anymore, which is impossible, right? Or it must have gotten worse, otherwise why would it disappear, right? We really don't know. Okay? In Singapore, there are no what we call foreclosure and mortgage default statistics. I am going to, because Kevin is like, oh, I'm doing this very quickly, okay? Just take it from me that we estimate about 40,000 people cannot pay for their house because there are no regular statistics available. So, don't leave your CPF for others to